morning. Good morning to everybody. Let's get the live stream into my channel. Let's grab this and roll it here. And we'll throw it in here. Shitty band users. All right. So, good morning. Good morning. Let's go to the charts. Okay. So, everything is positive today. Last night, if you didn't see it, well, it was 3 o'clock in the morning my time, but in the States, it would have been during the daytime. We had to push up from 6,400 right about midnight when I was going to sleep. And now it's pushed up to around 66,700. So taking a look at the daily, let's look at it on a month. Here's the monthly chart. We're going to take a look at the, all right, so I have 68.64 as the value high. Let me check that for a different chart. Oh, here's XBT. Let's see how XBT does. So again, in that 69, and what's the other region? Right, also in that 69. So we're still in a good value area. I think that we still have some upside to go. Unfortunately, when looking at the daily, I think there's some things to look at. So this long-term wedge that we've been in pretty much since the beginning of the bear market is fast approaching. So unlike the last bit, which made it to 7,500, this time the wedge, if we make it here in like 3 days, right, we'll be at about 7,000, 6,900. So if we don't break out of there and we respect it again and we get pushed down to here, which would be pretty crazy, I think that, let me just adjust this. All right, so here's the wedge. At some point, we either have to break out or down. I would assume that this is a continuation pattern usually on the daily, and you think that we've made this like weird 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 5th bounce off 6,000 that we've had, and we have again kind of decreasing volume. So it's kind of my thought still that we're going down to 5,000 at some point. It's just bound to happen. It's just when. So looks like this will be a quick pop-up, and then I don't know. We'll see how we respect this trend line, because it's been pretty powerful over the past few months, actually since the beginning of the year. My dog is drinking water really loudly. Yeah, so let's take a look at the alts. Bitcoin Cash underperforming really. So we're just going to take a look at the 12-hour charts. Had a nice bounce here, underperforming. If we take a look at the, where are we today? Today's the 21st. So we want to go back. Let's just pull it back to for a month. All right, so here's the daily for a month. Bitcoin Cash, the value high area will again be this 630 area. I would be very surprised if we make it there with all the weakness that's been happening with Bitmain and with what's been happening with everything that's going on with BCH. So I would expect it to underperform in this coming market. The big, actually, I'm just going to skip ahead real fast. So the big like story has been Ripple. which is touched 50 yesterday. It's crazy. Very crazy. I wonder why it's pumping. I read on CryptoCred's Telegram channel that maybe it's a way for the Ripple founders to get out. You pump your coin up to like $1, and then you just exit your 60% position that the company owns, and then you can no longer call it like a centralized coin, because it is, and it's connected with Ripple Labs, and it's a very when they come with the lawyers, right, and they come to see if it's a security or not, it's definitely going to be. So I think that the Ripple Labs people need to have and to sell off most of their portion of their coins in order for it to be classed not as a security, to take the same route that Ethereum did, which was that the coin has become decentralized enough, and this means that no one person or one company can hold a majority share of it. So let's take a look at the trades of the day from 2 days ago. So one was Cardano, and we've already reached the top. So yesterday we broke that 1280 area, which was the previous resistance, and previous support right here, and it turned into new resistance. We kind of held up in this area, bounced off, and now we're trading back down to 1,250 sats. I don't know. I mean, if this could have some more upside, I'm going to stay in it for now. Probably take some. Next target will be here at about 1,400, which was the next support after that. So let's just adjust this since we already hit our first target. Yeah, I mean, it's a good move, really good move. I'm pretty happy with it, that we caught it right here at the 21 EMA and have been riding it ever since. So we touched the first target point. The second target point is going to be 1,400 sats, and so now that'll be a 25% move off of where we got in, which would be great. Be really great. Take a look at TRX, which again, another one of these ones which popped up above its 12-hour moving average and then has been pushing up ever since. I'm not really sure how far this one I want to take, probably to this previous resistance level of 380. So that would be, let me just do this. Yes, 385. So again, that's another 25% move. I think, yeah. So it was here yesterday when I drew the pictures. So I think that's the upper point of what I would look at would be like a 30% move on Tron. Just hanging in that one for now. So yesterday's trade, which was XMR, didn't actually get the entry point. Looks like we missed it by a few days. Here we have, it never actually came down. It broke through the 12-hour moving average. I was hoping we'd get one more push down and push off this trend line. We're at 119 right now, and it looks like it has some good support. We had the firing of the cross, which means that this 140 target point is still in play. Definitely looking good. So everything's positive right now. EOS again is another big one. We had a 5 almost 8% move yesterday. Came off this 5.5, which I said was the top of the channel, and now it's broken out of the channel. So this 5.5 area was, where is that? Like right here was the top of the channel. We've broken through that channel. Now we're going to be riding it up, and I believe the stop will be if we enter in back to this channel again. And then once the 12-hour moving average breaks up, we'll just use that as a stop as it moves up. So hopefully here, let's zoom out a bit on the daily. Let's go back to the daily with EOS. EOS has had a very nice flat bottom here. It's looking really good, nice and positive. So, you know, you think that we at least are going to hit this previous support and resistance area at 6.6. That's the first target. Second target would be up here at 8.9. It would be great. So let's draw the first. So I was actually in on EOS BTC, which it's not my preferred choice because I'd like to trade the dollar, but in this case, it's the only pair that I had access to at the time. And so my entry was 82.40 right here. My stop is going to be quite high right now for the 8,000. And again, on BTC, it's probably looking at this resistance area, this one. So it's like 11,000 sats. Again, 30% move. So I guess the targeted move on everything here is about 30%. We're looking for a nice run. BTC is right at 7,000. And I was in it at 6,400 was my entry point. And we're looking at right around the 7,000 area to get out. Okay, so there you go. So 10% move on BTC is what's expected. I guess this if we break through the trend line, then it's all bets off. I mean, who knows how high we'll go. You know, we're starting to get into this late fall area, and I think a lot of people are coming back to the market. You know, most people take off the summer and stuff, so a lot of traders are coming back, and I could see some increased buying as people come back from their vacations. So that kind of wraps it up. No trades today because everything's in play. Everything's moving positively. Really, if you missed it, it's just waiting for a pullback, waiting for a nice chance to get in. Probably can use the hourly here. So when the hourly comes down and you hit either an RSI oversold, or we come back down and touch this area, this kind of 215 area, that'd probably be the place to be. So that wraps it up for today. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good one and enjoy the trading.